into trance. Tell me now, what is it that you see?
Night, starry sky.
Mm-hmm.
Through the opening of the crystal cave.
Mm-hmm.
They shimmer in the light of the stars, the crystals, I mean. And the sky is lit by which seems like Milky Way galaxy going from edge to edge. In the middle of the sky.
You have the crystals. You have the Milky Way. You have the stars. You have a perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Yes. What calls out to you to look at? What are your eyes drawn to bring you closer? Anything?
The crystals are glowing. Very softly, actually.
They're lovely.
Yeah.
Tell me about the crystals. Are you seeing? Go ahead.
The glow is coming from like the bottom of them, like where they connect to the cave, where they connect to the ground, where they connect to the walls. Or just the whole cave is filled with them. And it's like this pulsating glow. Very calming, very soothing. It's like a heartbeat of whatever planet I am on.
Oh, so the crystals are glowing similar to a heartbeat?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think it's synchronizing with your heartbeat or something else?
No, it's the vibration of the heartbeat of the planetary being.
Ah, I see. So, what size is this cave? Would you guess? How would you explain it?
It's not too big. The ceiling is high enough, I can't touch it. But I can walk a few steps from edge to edge. Not too big.
Not big.
Very cozy.
Not big. So it feels very much like a cave cocoon that fits your size.
But bigger than cocoon.
Bigger.
A few steps, I mean, maybe 7 one way, 10 other way.
Interesting. So when you look
It's
down,
like a family size tent.
okay. What a beautiful way to describe it. So when you look down, you said that you could walk from edge to edge. Tell me what you
Mhm.
see when you look down.
There's like a soft shimmering sound. Doesn't feel cold. It's just the right temperature. It's not hard dirt or stone. It's pretty soft.
What color is it?
Mm, it feels silver-ish, but the glow gives it this purplish hue as well. But there is like light coming from the opening, from the stars. In this light, it seems silver next to the crystals.
This really sounds enchanted, like an enchanted magical space.
Mm.
What do you look like when you look down? Do you have feet? Do you have a body? Tell me about that.
Yes, I can definitely feel the ground. I have a body. My feet look different though.
Tell me about your feet. A little bit louder if you can.
I want to say they blue. They blue and they have less than 5 toes. It's like strange, 1 toe and like 2 toes only. But you can tell that one is bigger and the rest is just connected all together.
Oh, okay. So there's just a slight definition that you know their toes, but not in the way that we know them.
Yeah, there's like there are those, I think they call barefoot walking shoes, and there's that toe defined and the rest of the toes are separate. That's how my feet look like.
Okay. What do you think that your feet are built for?
Swimming.
For swimming. So are they webbed a little bit?
Yeah, like the rest of the toes are all connected, but it's the same tissue. There is no separation between them. There's big toe and the rest of the foot.
Okay.
Where the
Yeah.
toes supposed to be.
Like foot paddles is what I'm picturing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And tell me about this blue color. Is it a blue that we've ever seen before?
it's more aqua like turquoise even, not sky blue.
Tell me about the rest of you, as much as you can.
Skinny legs. My arms seem skinny too.
Mhm.
Yeah, the rest of the body is quite slim, and I think I'm taller. Mm, mm. There's something that resembles a robe or not a fabric though. I
So you
am
said something
covered
that
something.
resembles a robe, a robe,
A robe.
but it's not really fabric.
Something covering my body, but yeah, I can't make it out.
Hmm. And what color is
I
that?
don't. Um, um, somehow it's similar to like um, I'm getting dried out palm leaves.
Dried out palm leaves?
Yeah,
Oh, so
not green
interesting.
anymore.
Ah,
It's
okay.
yeah, and I think that's what it's made of. Natural. Yeah, some type of plant. I think it's actually woven. Um, I'm not sure if it's a
Hmm. Well,
palm
if that's what you
leaves.
got, yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
natural palm
And
leaves.
mm, it is woven. It's
So is this like a
not just a,
scarf or a robe where
I
you
can
put
see
your
only
extremities
from
in it?
my waist down, so I'm not sure what's my neck. Yeah, so it's like
Okay,
a skirt.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Tell me what else you're seeing and feeling about yourself.
I think I can see pretty well in dark.
Mm. It feels like between the crystals pulsating with light and the light from the stars, that it would almost be like a twilight sense, like just
Hmm.
enough light for you to see around you, but also it's just encompassing you.
Exactly.
Wonderful. What else is in the cave as you look around? Like if you are turning yourself all the way around, is there something in there that the cave and this space is inviting you to do?
Mm.
Take a moment.
There are also mm, glowing fungi like
Mm-hmm. Where is that?
in the cave, in this, like in the further corner of the cave.
Oh, that makes sense. The fungi is in a corner.
Not on the kind of ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You said they are growing. Was this intentional that they're growing, or is this a natural growth?
They're glowing.
Oh, the fungi is glowing, not growing.
Yeah,
What
they
does it
look
look
like
like?
mm, a mushroom, but it mm, it looks like a flower at the same time, like lily of the valley, but bigger. And it's different glow than the crystals. Is it brighter in a way and uh, more bluish white
Mm-hmm.
glow. It's very magical.
Mm. Can you get closer to that? Can you walk closer to that?
Hmm.
Is it a patch of mushrooms? Like how many are there, would you say, in that corner that you're looking at right now?
It's a it's a bunch. It's um not sure what to compare it to. It's it's mm,
It's like a whole patch,
yes, exactly, a patch.
a mushroom patch,
Hmm. And
but they
there
look
are
like flowers.
l little ones and fully grown grown-ups and the babies.
Oh, that's so beautiful. What do you feel when you're looking at them and they're glowing? This
I
beautiful
feel
glow.
they are alive. It's like they're talking to me telepathically, but they're very happy there in that corner. Um, they have all they need, and this is a perfect space for them. And that through this pulse from this planet, it's like it's so connected to it. That's what it's. It's like an extension of the planet. Feels like it's just this planet, like uh, uh,
That makes sense. Hmm.
yeah, like a source divides into the smaller aspects in
Hmm.
order to experience this planet. It's also experiencing life through different forms. That's how it feels like.
Mm. And all of this they are telling you telepathically.
Hmm.
So they're, do you get the sense that they want to communicate? their experience to you, or do they have more to say to you?
It's like because I get closer and I looked at them and I paid attention. That's why we could connect, and it's like when I got the sense of grown-ups and babies, I heard them laughing in my head, like this cheering, playing kid. Um, that's what I thought, and then the grown-ups were talking to me.
Ah. Do you feel like they are giving you something beyond words and knowledge? Gifting you something because you paid attention and connected?
Mm. Um, I think it's that reminder of how we all connected. Every living,
Mm-hmm.
everything is alive, not every
Everything
living
is
creature. Everything
yes.
is alive, even the
Mm-hmm.
rock, the sand, the crystal.
Yes. Do you get a sense that you are on Gaia?
No, different place.
Mm-hmm. Can they tell you about, would they be willing to answer questions that you have today?
The mushrooms?
Yeah,
Yes,
they said yes.
yes.
Wonderful. Could you ask them if we would be able to understand where this planet is, or if there's a name, or why it showed up this place today?
To help us understand. And remind us that we are all connected and we're all connected through water. Even from different planets. Water is everywhere in different states, but in a whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
And we are all connected through that, through water. And that's how the information is also being transmitted.
That's very interesting because where is the water in this cave? I don't think that you described that yet.
There is an ocean
Mm.
just beside the cave.
Okay, an ocean.
Mm-hmm.
What else would they like to tell us about water and the ocean and that we're all connected that we need to know?
water is everywhere, just in different states. Sometimes it's a crystal, when it's in a state of ice. Sometimes it's a gas, and when it's in a state of vapor, it's the most flexible, changeable, it's alive.
Conductor. It's alive. Water is alive. I've been getting messages since I started getting messages. Water, 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 repeatedly. What do we here need to know specifically about the water on our planet? If they have advice.
Water is healing. Work with water. Be present with water. Be intentional about water. When you drink it, when you take a bath, when you go for a swim, immerse yourself in it and work with it. As in, you can ask it to heal you, to clean you, connect with the water within you.
Okay. I've also been getting messages and read about water actually inoculating us from things in the environment, like diluting any organisms that might not be beneficial to us. That the more water we drink and have the intention that it's going to purify and cleanse with a ratio of more water to less of the, say, bacteria or organisms. What can they say about that? Are we on the right track?
Yes, you can talk to the water before you drink it. Ask, intend, make a wish, and then it's all about intention. It's all about being conscious and present.
And why did you laugh when you said make a wish?
I think this expression is travelize.
Should be, yeah, you said that right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I chuckled as well because I have water that I have been working with for a couple of years, and this past weekend I started calling it wish water.
Wonderful.
And yeah, and giving it away and hoping that people will drink it or at least have it with them in their homes or wherever they are. What if people just take that water, say, that has been songed and loved, this wish water, and have it in their house or in their proximity? Is that helpful without drinking it, and how?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Veda Austin, I think that's her name. She's doing beautiful study of water.
Okay.
And she also already discovered or proved that what you just said works. It can water next to the water can give off the higher vibration, therefore raise up the vibration of the water within you and other. So for instance, when you heal yourself, you're healing others around you as well.
Yes. So is the converse true, that water can be low vibrational? Or what do we do with that information if that's true?
Yes, it can carry, because as you mentioned, the water is a conductor, so it can carry the lower vibration information. But the simple intent, you making an intention, you talking to the water, you making a wish, can change that and change the so-called vibration or raise the vibration, the frequency.
It also feels very much like when the mushrooms showed their glow to you and invited communication. It feels like water is doing the same, setting out this invitation to all of us to really honor it. And just by honoring it is a start.
Yes.
Yes.
Humans are ready to learn more about the water.
Why now? Why are we learning this now? Water's been around.
The collective consciousness is raising and it's opening up to more information.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Am I still speaking to the fungi? Or something else? Who's answering these questions about water?
Water.
Water. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I would love to know if we can ask you and your consciousness, more what we need to know about you, to respect you and honor you in the best way that we possibly can.
I'm here for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Margot has several questions for herself and for the collective. Would you be open to answering these?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Margot hurt her back last week. Her back popped. She would like to know why that happened and what we can do today to help her fix it and heal it. Getting the sense that water will be important.
This happened for a few reasons.
This happened for a reason?
Yes, for to show her she has been supported all along and that she has support in us, her guides, and to start the conversation with you about it.
Wonderful. That's a hard lesson, I think, but at least it's only been a week that she's had to suffer that. But
It's
often
all
it is
better now.
It is? Wow.
She forgot to tell you that.
Wow. So thank you so much for coming. And so are we supposed to be talking about the issue of pain? Starting the conversation around pain and illness and how we can heal it ourselves? Or what conversation are we supposed to have?
Pain is there so you pay attention to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Margot spends a lot of time not in her body, not fully connected to it.
Why is that?
She wanders, daydreaming.
So that's definitely a similarity that Margot and I have. I love to commune with the angels. She loves to commune in the cosmic world. I think that she and I both need to connect and ground with the earth and with water. Is that message for her and for us?
Yes, she needs to balance. She's getting better at it. Balance the attention, taking care of the body. So you can do this work for longer here on earth.
Yes, that's true. I've heard it so many times, people saying we are not our body, it's just a meat suit, you know. But that doesn't seem, I mean, I think like we have to go through one extreme to another. Like we focus so much on the body, then we go to the other extreme where we're like, okay, we're not our body, we're our soul. But at this point in time, it feels very much like we need to connect the two the way it's always meant to be, body and soul
Yes,
together.
balance is the key.
Right. And so we can live longer.
Yes.
Okay. So what about
Longer and in better comfort.
longer and in better comfort? Yeah. What about the pain in her upper back that she's had recently? She did mention that.
That's the same message.
Same message. So what she needs to do is ground more and stay in her body and pay more attention to her body and the health of it in all of the traditional ways that we know about taking care of our body.
Yeah.
Is there a
She just
specific?
needs to take breaks.
Okay.
Take breaks. She spends a lot of time at the desk in front of computer. So take breaks.
Take breaks. Well, that seems pretty manageable. Will she fight that, do you think? Will that be hard for her to do?
She has a hard time to track time.
Ah, right. Okay. Okay. Is that something else that she should work on, or is that okay as long as she takes breaks?
More breaks would be fine.
More breaks, easy enough. Okay. She has a question about her cats, Balbina and Benny. Can you answer those questions about the cats?
I think so.
Wonderful. Okay. She would like to know what their roles in her past lives have been. If possible.
There was so many past lives together, different configurations.
And how is Balbina connected to her now that Balbina has passed and transitioned? Is there still a connection?
Yes. one of her guides.
Mm. One of her guides. And how about Benny? Benny is still with her today, but focuses a lot on food. She wonders about that.
He still feels a bit insecure, but it's gonna get better. It's all part of the plan. His
What plan?
Their plan that they sign up for before coming to Earth.
Can we know a little bit about the plan, as much as you can share?
It's about unconditional love that Benny is teaching Margot.
Oh.
And Margot is teaching him to trust again.
Mm. And so what better way to teach trust than knowing that the food will be provided? Is that it? Well, more than food, but in this instance, yes, specifically about that.
Part of it, yes.
Yeah, part of it. What is Margot's main mission here at this time?
To raise vibration. She's part of many, you can call them starseeds, many souls that choose to be here at this time to help humanity and Gaia through this transition, through this shift to another density, raising vibration, raising frequency. It's all happening at the same time. It's one and the same. So it's through anchoring the frequency, coming in and holding the space for it.
Anchoring the frequency and holding the space for it.
Yeah.
Physically anchoring. Like grid work. Is that one of her roles?
Not her per se.
Mm-hmm.
She works more with the mind, with the consciousness, with activating others to this higher aspects of themselves.
So will she be doing this? I know that there are so many ways she does this, but she did mention that she's got a new project, Cosmic Bedtime Stories, a transformative sleep technique. Can you offer advice on this for her? Like the name or anything she needs to know to really make it as effective as possible for people.
All is good, she's on the right track. She's much more open to receiving. She's being guided. The name seems suitable for the purpose.
Mm-hmm. I think she was questioning whether the word bedtime would be confusing or misleading to people, thinking it was a children's, focusing more on children or but it's really for everyone.
Yes. She needs to trust. No, she's getting there, but the idea is that we have her back too, and we are doing our work on this level at the same time as she's doing her work, and people will be guided to it as needed.
And so who is the we that you are referring to now? Are we still speaking with water or something else?
We are the collective that is the collective of the higher self of all the light workers currently on Earth, working with Gaia, working for that shift.
You are the collective of all of the light workers working with Gaia through the shift?
We're the higher oversouls of the light workers currently down on Earth.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming today and being with us. And thank you for leading Margot to me, and apparently me to Margot. It really has been otherworldly. What are she and I supposed to do together that's most important to focus on?
What you already started.
Okay.
What we are doing today. Continue bringing this information out to the world, and we'll make sure that we guide those who need it to it.
What do the light workers need to know right now down here?
All is going according to the plan.
Yes. Everything is right now.
Yes.
Okay. Can you answer Margot's questions about her galactic heritage that she's curious about?
Yes.
Like her first soul, incarnation, original planet, where that crystal cave is. Where is that crystal cave? that she sees.
Okay. The one where we started.
Yes.
Andromeda Galaxy.
Andromeda Galaxy. Wonderful. And she keeps having this image of a crystal, like an island. Crystal structures are floating in a sanctuary. It looks like castles, and there are pillars. She keeps channeling this through her artwork.
Yes, lady.
Pleiades. Wonderful. She had an idea that that's what it was. And I talked to her about the pinnacle. Does she need to be introduced to the pinnacle, maybe?
Define, introduce.
Is that something that she should look into, connect with,
Hmm.
or not
She is
necessarily?
connected. The castle, sanctuary, floating islands, crystals. That's where they reside. That's the place.
Where the pinnacle is?
The pinnacle is definitely connected to those places.
Okay. So that's just one other connection for her to make between the Pleiades and Andromeda Galaxy, and putting those pieces together for her. What do we need to know about Campi Flegrei, the volcano? I'm getting a lot of messages on that, and she's in close proximity to that volcano and the earthquakes. Is she safe?
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is not going to affect her for now.
Wonderful. It seems in my reality right now that I'm being the earthquakes, volcanoes, and storms, are the geomagnetic storms, all of these changes, are they just being brought to my awareness now because I've never like paid attention to them, or are these actually increasing at this time more than ever?
At this time, this is increasing. The sun is more active.
Okay.
This brings changes to the earth. structure.
Okay, so all of these changes are directly related to the sun's changes, and this is all part of the plan?
It is part of the natural cycles of sun and earth and the solar system.
Okay. So this cycle, inherent in the name, means that it has happened before. So it is increasing in a way that we've never seen it before, but it has happened before on Earth. Am I hearing that right?
Yes, it's a very long cycle.
How
So
long?
human, thousands of years, if not millions, depending which cycle we're talking about.
What cycle would be most important for us to know about at this time?
But Gaia is shifting to another density. And it's already there. It's here and it's there at the same time. And there is here and here is there. That's why it's a bit chaotic from your perspective.
Would you mind attempting to explain that to me? I keep getting images of mitosis or meiosis of two worlds kind of splitting. And I kind of understand it, but don't really. So I would love to take this opportunity to hear it explained in the best way that you can to an earth mind.
To explain what exactly?
That we are in a shift, but
Yes,
we're also at the shift at the same time.
yes. It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
It's a process, and some structures, it's a change. So something that worked before no longer can be. And the process of shifting from old to new. There is a distraction, there is death, there is raising again as phoenix from ashes, but first there need to be ashes for the phoenix to rise again.
Okay. And what can we expect in terms of distraction, upheaval, and death in our lifetime, Margot and mine?
Are you specifically asking of those two souls?
Humanity, really, but in our lifetimes, in terms of time on Earth, until we transition out of our bodies.
Life and death are the natural cycles and been there all along.
Mm-hmm.
you were also born and you're also gonna die. There will be some restructuring when it comes to land masses. Some land can disappear, but there will be some land appearing somewhere else.
In our lifetime.
Yes.
So I have heard that like Atlantis or Mu would be uncovered, like these land masses will be found, or things from the Knights Templar, their castles. And it feels very much like the term revelation, like these are going to reveal themselves. Are we on the right track about that? That's part of the revelation that we're living through, going to live through? The truth of our origins, essentially. Earth's origins.
Earth origin?
Yeah. That we'll see and things will be revealed that we never could have guessed as truth, but it will be known.
Yes.
Okay.
But Atlantis or Mu or Templars came way later than the Earth.
What would you like to tell us about our Earth's history?
That once upon a time there was a soul that had a wish to become a planet and explore and experience life through so many different aspects. And it was eager to love unconditionally every being walking her surface and supporting it and bringing it and nurturing it and allowing it to make mistakes and still carrying it through evolution, soul evolutions. She decided to host so many souls and help them, or rather help them through their soul journeys, evolutions.
That's beautiful.
Indeed.
So did I hear that right, that it's Earth is one soul that's split into parts, or one soul that split into parts and started hosting other souls?
Earth, it's a soul that split it from the source and had a wish to hold space, literally, for other souls.
So that the other souls can evolve and make mistakes, and Earth is holding space for all of them.
Becoming a planet is literally holding space for those souls to have an earthly experience, physical bodies, physical spaces.
At my group this morning, I was told that our souls have been hijacked. And I disagreed with that. Can you talk about the term hijack and if that's true or not? That the Templars were hijacked from the beginning, from like an evil entity, that kind of thing. Am I asking the questions right? It's a big question.
There is no light without the dark.
Would you say it's like 50-50? Everything is in balance?
Ultimately, yes.
Ultimately, it will be 50-50, or right now, it's proportionally even. And we know that.
Not only now that is 50-50. This is pretty complex. However, for source to know thyself, split into many aspects. And we can describe it as a polarity of the darkness and the light. If there will be only light, you don't know any better. Nothing else exists. It's all you know. With the dark aspect of it, you can explore much more, or you can learn much more. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does make sense to me. If you're always in the light, you only know light. if you've always been in the light and all of a sudden you're experiencing dark, it gets more complicated and complex, but therein lies the learning in the experiencing.
Yes, you learn more about yourself, your capacity.
Mm-hmm. So the spiritual warfare, that's kind of what people are calling it, I think. And the person this morning that said our history is being hijacked. Really, we're exploring, and this is all the way it's supposed to be. When we are finished exploring the dark parts of ourselves to help source and all of us know ourselves better, we will all return to the light after playing our roles and experiencing. Is that fair to say?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Spiritual warfare is that humanity is evolving as a species. Their consciousness is expanding more and more. Therefore, they can hold more information. They can therefore
Okay.
when you say about hijacking in the past, they were very young species at the beginning of their consciousness expansion journey.
Mm-hmm.
So they were much easier to be manipulated, if we want to call that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all
Okay.
changing.
And now it's all changing. So when Jesus came down to teach the Essenes, or the Essenes teaching Jesus, and the Templars and the Cathars and the Druids, were they, those groups, dark until Jesus came? And young souls, if you will, what we consider dark, or were they light and helped Jesus? What's the chronology of that Jesus's role in a way we would understand?
By the dark, you mean those groups you mentioned?
Yeah, I always feel like they started out as light and in conjunction with Yeshua and Jesus, then they worked together, and then somehow it was kind of manipulated. But maybe I got that upside down, backwards.
Jesus again, the relationship was mutual, as in Jesus was taught by them, and then Jesus was teaching them. He was activated in a way, we can say, to his divine aspects thanks to those groups.
Mm-hmm.
However, he was able to access or gain or expand his consciousness more than others.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, he was able to bring even more this divine wisdom, anchor it here, share it, teach it. And yes, down the line, his teachings and those groups got corrupted.
Okay. Was it intentional that they were corrupted?
Who do you think intended?
Source?
No, doesn't work like that.
Okay. I
It's
wasn't
not
sure if...
intended by source. We coming down here as souls experiencing this life have our own free will.
Okay.
Some of them were corrupted by greed. Some of them didn't believe in divinity that Jesus was talking about. The veil of forgiveness, of forgetfulness, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
was too thick to penetrate for them to believe in it. So the corruption of greed, the corruption of just earthly matters was stronger.
Okay.
And connection to source, therefore weaker.
Right. And Mary Magdalene is coming, her, I don't know if you would call it her spirit or her fractals of herself seem to be all around wanting to tell the story, the truth of that story. Can you talk about Mary Magdalene? Because I'm just so curious about that. And I just really connect to her energy.
Is there anything in particular?
What is the most important truth she wants us to know about her time with Jesus that we're getting wrong?
There's so many perspectives. The truth is that the frequency of love is the highest. And we are all fractals of source. There's unconditional love over us. Source is unconditional love, and and we're loved.
We are not alone and never have been.
No.
No. Is there anything that you would like, or that you think that Margot would really, really be excited to know for her journey at this time? For our last question, what can we tell her or show her?
All is right.
All is right.
All is right. And there's no wrong answers, no wrong moves.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us today. We honor you, and we will do a better job at honoring ourselves here, working toward that goal.
You're doing great. Really.
Thank you so much.
Don't doubt yourself. Keep going. You're on the right track. All is right. All is in divine timing. They're all the light workers that are present on Earth today need to, we don't need to relax because some of them are relaxed. However, don't doubt yourself. You're doing a great job and you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and just keep going.
Okay. That's a great message. How many light workers are here?
Millions.
Millions. Perfect. Thank you so much once again for coming, talking with us. And I am asking any of the entities, groups, oversouls, and subconscious to recede where they belong with much love and much thanks for the help and information they have been giving